Okay. All right. Sorry for the wait. Here's the last tier list of the night. It is video game franchises, mostly Smash Bros. Franchises, mostly Nintendo and Smash Bros. Franchises, ranked by uh ranked by their potential as an Arc System Works fighting game spin-off. Ranked by how good a fighting game Arc ranked by how good of a fighting game they could get if it were made by Arc System Works. So, starting off not very strong. Animal Crossing it would make the franchise retroactively worse. Yeah, Animal Crossing just wouldn't work as a fighting game really. Villager and Isabelle barely work as fighting game characters, although they do work as fighting game characters. But yeah, like it's kind of funny to imagine like Rossetti as an Arc System Works characters. I feel like if you're going to make an Animal Crossing fighting game, it had to be more like Smash Bros. It couldn't be, kind of a 2D anime fighter. You play the shit out of an Animal Crossing fighting game, but you also agree with your placement completely. Arms, I think actually yeah, sorry about the way these images are rendered by the way. I couldn't fix it. Um Arms, like, if I do this, it looks fine. So I don't get it. Anyway, um a 2D anime fighter where everyone has like Dhalsim limbs. Um I feel like Arc System Works would actually make a really fun fucking game out of that. Um like a surprisingly fun game out of that. Like Dragon Ball Fighters is really fun and like so many similar looking laser beams are being shot in that game. They would I think they would take all these stretchy armed characters and give them a surprising amount of variety. Balloon Fight wouldn't make the franchise retroactively work, but I don't think it would work. I think it'd be weird. Banjo Kazooie, I think would be better, but like, yeah, it's just hard to think of Banjo Kazooie with like that Arc System Works aesthetic. I guess games with anime aesthetics are just kind of get preferential treatment in this tier list. Um, I could see them coming up with fun move sets, like Gruntilda is like a trap based zoner. Um and Bottles having like a burrowing mechanic. Um right now it's top of meh. I haven't even played Bayonetta, but I do think that an Arc System Works fighting game with Bayonetta characters would be awesome. Yeah. Imagine doing a 100 hit combo with Banjo and just hearing those Looney Tunes ass sound effects for a solid minute. Yeah. That's very funny. Um yeah, there's so many characters in the Bayonetta universe that I know would make amazing fighting game characters. And just like, yeah, just fucking like screen filling uh anime ass combos that Bayonetta's just doing with her hair. Yeah, pretty good. Um, yeah. Imagine if Castlevania Judgment were good. I feel like Arc System Works could do something with that. Um, Donkey Kong would be pretty mad, kind of for similar reasons as Banjo Kazooie. I do think that there's less potential for like moveset variety and stuff. I mean, you can have like Zoner Diddy Kong, Rush Down Dixie Kong, but yes, just so many gorillas. It wouldn't be a very fun or interesting moveset, I don't think. The roster, a fun or interesting roster. Um, I think I think Dragon Quest is feasible. I think you could do some pretty cool anime movesets with a lot of Dragon Quest characters. But the soundtrack would suck. You'd love to get a good Castlevania fighting game. It deserves one, but you'd want the Soul Calibur team to do it. Yeah, right. It wouldn't. The Arc System Works team wouldn't be the perfect fit for it, but could be good. Duck Hunt would make the franchise retroactively worse. Earthbound, meh. Like, I think a bunch of kids like doing physical violence to each other, like, cause they're all children except for a couple that aren't. Yeah, I don't think it would really work. This, if you can't guess, is Electroplankton. That's the big meh right there. Honestly, F-Zero, like everyone getting out of their cars and fighting each other with their cool abilities and aesthetics. I don't know if that's the best idea for an F-Zero spin-off. It'd make people so mad if we were to get this before you got an actual F-Zero game. Um, but like, yeah, fucking Captain Falcon versus like Pico versus uh Samurai Joe, Cat Mr. Samurai, Samurai Jack? No, not Samurai Jack. But that samurai guy. There's a lot of really cool fighting game movesets you could come up with for F-Zero. Um I mean, yeah, Fatal Fury is technically no, we're putting that in mad. We're putting that in mad just because like the Fatal Fury guys are doing just fine making Fatal Fury games. Arc System Works doesn't need to do that. You think F-Zero would work just because they could just make up everyone's moves without having to rely on what they do in the games? Besides Captain Falcon, who would of course have to Falcon Punch. Yeah, exactly, right? You make really cool, unique movesets. Final Fantasy, I think, would be cooler than Dragon Quest as a. Well, you can't even see that. You can't even see that. Um, God, like, yeah. I've done Square Enix versus Capcom, and I've realized that there's so many cool anime fighting game movesets you could come up with for Final Fantasy characters. It'd be amazing. Um, Fire Emblem is is like a high meh. Like it could be cool, but yeah, I would want the Soul Calibur team to work on that. Okay, that's a little grosser looking, but better. Or make it gray. Yeah. Um, New Dissidia when? Right? Right? I miss Dissidia, man. I miss like the PSP Dissidia games. Game and Watch is meh. Ice Climbers has like 3 characters in it, 4 characters. 2 of them are Popo and Nana. Kid Icarus, actually, you could do some cool ass move sets with that. Cool ass fighting game move sets. Like thanks to Uprising, there are a lot of fighting game characters in the Kid Icarus universe. Kingdom Hearts is also like feasible, man. But I guess again, like that's like I want that to be a 3D fighting game, not necessarily a 2D one. Kirby, yeah, Kirby's just not really an 2D anime fighter territory, but there is moveset potential for sure. Mega Man's kind of the same problem. Like you'd probably want it to be like a platform fighter. Metal Gear as an Arc System Works 2D fighting game. Uh Like there are some movesets that would be pretty fun, but ultimately I think it's not the most feasible thing. Same with Metroid, like it's hard to manage imagine that with like anime fighter stuff. Me would make the franchise retroactively worse. Miiverse, same thing. Minecraft is bottom of meh. What's Mother doing here? Is this Earthbound? What is this? Is this just Nintendo DS? Yeah, that's just Nintendo DS, like has a logo. That I'm just dragging that down to the bottom. Actually, yeah, I don't have to clutter this with what's essentially duplicates and like nonsense. Um, yeah, Miiverse. Kirby fighting game would go crazy. A lot of the bosses would have sick movesets, honestly. Yes, Kirby bosses would be great for an anime fighter, actually. Nintendogs, yeah, would make the franchise retroactively worse. Pac-Man, that's pretty meh. Ooh, Persona. Now obviously, we're gonna base this off of Persona 5 specifically because only Persona 5 is represented in Smash Bros. But yeah, I do. I mean, I've needed this so bad forever. We'll just put it in would be awesome. Like I want Persona 5 Arena. I've wanted it for years. I don't think we're gonna get it at this point. Um, Pikmin's meh as a anime fighter. Pilot Wings would at least be funny to see the attempt, but I think it wouldn't be good. Pokken Tournament is great, so I feel like, we'll put it at the bottom of feasible because I'd rather just have Pokken Tournament 2, but I think it's doable. Punch Out wouldn't really work as an anime fighter, I don't think. Is this just Rob? Bottom of meh. Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog is an Arc System Works anime fighter. God, it'd be incredible. It'd be absolutely incredible. Like so much moveset potential. Uh it would look amazing. The remixes of Sonic tunes would go so hard. God, it'd be such a banger of a game, man. I wish it was real. I wish they would just pull the trigger on that. Like, just do it for a Sonic anniversary or something. Let Arc System Works make that. Splatoon, I don't think would really work as an anime fighter. Star Fox also would be funny, but not very good. Street Fighter. I mean, like Arc System Works versus Street Fighter. Hell yeah, that's would be awesome. Um, but honestly, we'll just put it. Balloon Fight should be lower than this. We'll just put it in mad because it feels redundant. No, I'm not doing Me Plaza as a Monkey Pop Curls. Aiding makes a Sonic fighting game for $50 and duct tape. You know what? I would take. Here's the thing: aiding fighting games are fun as hell. Like even when they don't look amazing, they play amazing. I would absolutely take a Sonic fighting game from aiding that looks kind of like ass if it means that we get like Sonic fighting game movesets that are well designed. But I'm not everybody. I'm not everybody, and I don't blame people for wanting it to also look good. Um, Super Mario as an Arc System Works anime fighter. I'll put that on top of meh because I kind of want to see it, but I know it wouldn't work very well. Um, Smash Bros. Bottom of meh. Tekken as an anime fighter, bottom of meh. Zelda, I think, does have some potential. Put that at top of meh because I think there's a lot of cool movesets you could have with it, but I think it would feel off as an anime fighter. That again, get the Soul Calibur team on that. Tamagotchi Life. Bottom of meh. Wario Land, I think, is definitely like low meh. WarioWare, I think is high meh because at least there's a cast of characters that would have fun movesets, you know? Wii Fit. The series are actually worse. Me Sports. Wrecking Crew. Low meh. Xenoblade Chronicles. Um Yeah, that's feasible as hell. Like everyone, a lot of them would have swords and stuff, so you'd think you'd want like a 3D arena fighter for that. But like 2D anime fighter from Arc System Works, God, there would be some cool movesets based off of that. And Yoshi is low meh. Honestly, that would retroactively make the series worse. I don't. I don't need to see anime fighter Yoshi. Well, who would he fucking fight? Kamek? Okay. Kind of blew through that. Hopefully that was coherent. Um, yeah, I guess my top three are Sonic, Persona, and Bayonetta. Yeah, I would play the hell out of all those. And feasible is all games that I would play if Arc System Works made a fighting game out of them. But yeah. Ugh. Yep, there's the tier list. There's a tier list for you. I think that might be me for tonight. Yeah, four tier lists. That's not bad. What did I do? I did Street Fighter 6 characters and what their primary social media was. I did Batman villains as Pokemon trainers. I did just a ranking of Yu-Gi-Oh hair. And I did this. Yeah, I'm satisfied. Um okay. Well, yeah, thanks for watching tonight. Monday I start Persona, not Persona. I've been saying Persona so much that it's stuck in my head. Um Monday I'll be starting Portal 2, and I'll be doing a full playthrough of that. And then what's happening Friday? Do I have anything concrete for next Friday yet? Tentatively Friday I'm playing demos from the Steam Ludo Narracon. That's tentative because honestly, maybe a lot of those story games might not stream very well. Um, and then I will be streaming something on Saturday, but I don't know what. Maybe it'll be another variety stream like this, or maybe I'll just play some Street Fighter 6 or something. I haven't played that in a while. And Combo Breaker's coming up, so I should try to get some practice in. Um, and yeah, I do have kind of a tentative schedule up in the schedule tab here on Twitch already. So yeah, peruse that and see what you'd like to watch me watch. Sean will be joining me for a fighting game stream later this month, the 18th, Saturday, I think. So that'll be fun. And then of course, Combo Breaker weekend, we won't be here. So no streams the last week of well, you know, not the last week of May, just because of the way that schedule kind of works. But yeah, yep. Okay, good tiers. Thank you. Yes, I'm proud of them. I did enjoy doing that. I did enjoy tonight. Yeah, maybe I'll do more of that some point in the near future. Um, okay, cool. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next week with some more stuff. Have a good night.